What a magnificent field. Thank you to all the officials, volunteers and everyone else that's made this event possible this weekend. Thank you to all the drivers, their families, their crews and everyone else that's come out to support us this weekend. Thank you to Engage Ag and all our other sponsors for making this possible. This is the greatest show on earth. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have some noise for the class of 2022? Are you ready? What's this, Toowoomba? What a field! Four wide. We do it a special way in Toowoomba, and we've got drivers from every part of the country to be here with us this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the National Street Stock title. Woo-hoo! It is time to get rough and rowdy. Barry has picked the outside line for the start. Jack Yates will take the inside pole. And this name, the names of this field are like a who's who of stocky racing.
Oh, I love this place. Hope the stockies are feeling cool.
It is truly the best in the country. We've sprinkled in some young talent that's come out of nowhere. But this is what it's all about.
It certainly is. What
Ryan
a
Harris,
moment.
A proud moment for you, the events manager here at High Tech Oil Speedway Toowoomba.
Yeah, thanks, man. It certainly is. We're very proud of what we do here in Toowoomba. We just want to showcase the sport the best way we can. It's about the front gate and putting on a show for the fans. And if we do that, this whole sport will keep going forward into new heights like it's never been seen before. This is the Engage Ag National title for street stocks. And we are about to watch something spectacular. Yates and Bear on the front row. Time to roll up the sleeves and crown the 2022 National Champion for Street Stocks for Speedway Sedans Australia and Engage Ag, and the national title is underway.
Into turn number one for the first time, and Yates got the better of it on the pole line. Did Jack Yates? Anthony Bear, the national champion, comes back underneath, and Shane Roycroft climbs the concrete wall on the back straight. Continues on in the V82 as Anthony Bear and Jack Yates muscle each other into turn number one, and the South Australia 46 leads, but only temporarily.
Yeah, Yates isn't going to take this line down. Feeds it back to Barry down the back straight away for the first time. There are cars everywhere. Roycroft has a broken left front, so he is ailing big time. John Lodge to third. Stevie Gardner up to fourth, and Roycroft is sinking through the pack at a rapid rate of knots, Ryan.
Yeah, he certainly is. There's damage when he climbed the wall of death in that opening melee down the back straightaway. Look at the front wheel. About to fall off the 82. The Hulk is not going to go much further here. Oh, Bailey Heinrich, Justin Brumfield and Ben Steadcourt together and will be yellow for the first time in tonight's feature race. On lap number 3. Wow. Frantic start. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting us.
Doesn't get to race against pretty much any of these guys at all. And what a performance it's been for him to qualify in the front row for a national title out of 95 cars that have come from every corner of the country.
That's impressive. What a moment in his career. It's something he'll never forget. I reckon if the opportunity to come back to Queensland or to Toowoomba comes up, he might jump at that. Let's see what plays out here. 38 laps left to run for Engage Ag. And the title is back underway. Good even start from the front runners. Gardner looks to have a little Bo Peep on Lodge now, switches back to the outside. And Gardner just biding his time as Yates comes up on the inside of Anthony Bear now.
Oh, big moment for Damon Lyle. He had to get out of the throttle. Him and Russell came together there, Ryan.
Yeah, they did. And Lyle come back. Nelson moves up a position. James Russell got a little crossed up off the turn. And Smalley, the battle is on with Yates, who dies up on the inside.
Yeah, great battle for the leaders. It's getting pretty willing further back. James Russell gets the big don't argue from Lenny Bates, Damon Lyon, also Jace Kempton having a huge battle for sixth on back. And John Lodge Jr. all of a sudden challenging Jack Yates for second. Yates climbing the concrete wall in the front straight. Damage to the 15.
He is done. OUT out for Jack Yates. Lieutenant Creek Tyre Centre 15 will pull to a stop. We're still green at the moment to see if he can get to the infield, but this is not going to work. As Russell to the infield as well with big damage. We've stayed green miraculously there. And how smart was Anthony Bear? He ran the smooth line on the top side of the racetrack and made Yates run through the holes. That's exactly what Barry was trying to avoid.
Impressive race right across the racetrack. No matter where you look now, further back is impressive. The leaders are starting to sort themselves out. You've got to be good through the bump in turn 2. Oh, as Brad Warren spins.
Yeah, Warren's around, and Lenny Bates is not going to like this caution because the front left wheel is knocked out of the 74 as well.
Oh.
That green number 74 with the front left corner looking all sorts of ugly in the Lenny Bates machine.
Oh, it is. You'll be able to pick that up right now on the ultimate screen. There it is. Look at lane right over. And Lenny Bates, who finished second at the national title held at Kingaroy the last time it was in Queensland. Well, the only other time. Joel Berkeley just pulling up on the inside to show Lenny Bates to point down to that front inside wheel. Berkeley's impressed. It just goes to show, it doesn't matter what division, the class in any driver can get in anything and wheel it. Hey, it's just unbelievable.
He certainly is. So, Russell out, Yates out, Berkeley to the infield, possibly to alert the officials of that. Ben Stead inside, having the bumper removed. Smalley, we're just 7 laps in here. The stocky drivers bookend this field at the moment. Barry at the front, Oldfield at the tail, and we're back on the way with 33 left on the counter, Smalley.
Indeed we do. We got 33 remaining in this national title A main, and Morris Oggy Ahern ranges up alongside of Steve Gartner, and the Campton Graphics Holden Commodore momentarily goes into third, ducks down low on John Lodge, and Morris Ahern, is he coming after Anthony Bear and the race lead in a few laps time?
Yeah, Oggy looks good down low, just slides up. Gardner fights back to the inside, tries to feed it back to Ahern. Gardner back to position number 3. Ripping battle here, Ryan.
Yeah, ripper battle for the final podium position at the moment. Gardner, Ahern, and Nelson. I reckon Nelson's just cruising, and I'm riding him home here. Let me assure you, Bear, Johnny Lodge, Ahern, Gardner, Nelson gets a good run off turn 2. Jace Campton is 6th in the motor race. Jai Irving doing a great job. He's side by side with Damon Lyle. That it is on screen right now. Then we go to Justin Brumfield, who's come out of the B main. Absolutely motoring through the field. Is a Northern Territory champion. Back to Joel Berkeley.
Look at Nelson to the inside of position number 4.
Go, you good thing.
He's locked down on the bottom. Ryan's riding him home like a good horse.
I bought him in the Calcutta. I'm on.
I reckon John Lodge is saving something here, Smalley. I think he's just rolling around until there's about 20 to go because he is driving smooth as silk, as is Bear.
Yeah, it's all about just logging the laps at the moment. You want to try and get yourself towards the business end of this 40-lap final. Steve Gardner doing a nice job in third, and Matty Nelson, he's won a couple of state titles this season already. He knows what to do in these long races. Doing a nice job in fourth from Morris Ahern, and Jace Kempton from P10 sits in 6th place in the W55. Jai Irving from 16th to 7th in the EB Graphics V46, and Joel Berkeley Talk about a long race specialist. He's got plenty of state titles in the cabinet at home. In production sedans, Joel Berkeley finds himself in 8th. Damon Lyle, the West Australian champion, is 9th. And Justin Brumfield from the B main to be in 10th place. He'll be challenging Damon Lyle very shortly for 9th. But Anthony Bear leading by 0.6 of a second that time around from John Lodge, who's got the Ford Falcon on rails this weekend here in Toowoomba. Steve Gartner, Matt Nelson and Morris Oggy Ahern, your top 5.
Yeah, race rolls on. It'll be 26 laps in the book, 24 to run. Bear, Lodge Jr., Stephen Gartner as Berkeley gets up the inside of Irving now, and he's looking to go to 7. He's impressive right now. Joel Berkeley and Irving side by side. As Jace Kempton has a look on the inside of Morris Ahern, and he may make that work for 5th position. Great battle. Berkeley is fast right now, and he is moving forward at a rate of knots as he closes up on the back of Morris Ahern, who gets into the back of Kempton. Great battle for 5th, 6th and 7th in the Engage Ag National Street Stock title. Look how tight on entry Berkeley was then. As we go back to the lead, Bear, still impressive, just so straight and calculated right now, Jared.
Yeah, rolling around, inch perfect around High-Tech Oils Toowoomba Speedway. 2nd, 3rd and 4th closing behind though. Plenty left to play out here as Ben Stead out of noise on the back straightaway and continues to roll along on the high side. Probably waiting for a call to pull down low. Berkeley trying to buy in here as he goes past Ahern. Nelson past Stevie G for top 3. Matt Nelson coming on song as we just think over halfway, Smalley. Yellow's on.
Yeah, the South Burnett 10 of Ben Stead's come to a stop down there in turn number 4. We're halfway home, guys. 20 down and 20 remaining as flat right rear tyre for Ben Stead.
As we went back a lap, Ricky Cornwall pulling to the racetrack again. As our field gets themselves settled here. Bear, Lodge, Gartner, Nelson, Kempton, Ahern, Berkeley, Irving and Brumfield to lead us back and away. Lights are out. We're back and away in the National Street Stock title for Engage Ag. Ripping start from Stevie G. He got his skates on after Nelson passed him on the previous rotation. And Stevie G closes right to the back of John Lodge. Kempton runs wide and opens the door for Ahern. But look at this battle. 1, 2 and 3, Ryan.
Yeah, Stevie G looks good on the restart. He's a rocket ship right now. As Morris Ahern and Jace Kempton are still exchanging panel pleasantries as Stevie G up on the inside moves into position 2 at the last restart and dropped back to 4th just before then. And he now levels up into position 2. John Lodge, Gardner! Wow! Sails it in, big contact with the concrete. Jace Kempton's gone straight ahead and hit the concrete. And that's a big moment in the race. What's happened here is Stevie G got damaged on the CW Wines 32. Has Lodge got problems? Nello's pulling up to tell Gartner something. Nello was pulled straight up to tell Stevie Gartner something. Wow, big moment here.
And Kempton is disgusted he's pulled this thing up on the infield.
Oh, what a shame. We've got a big moment halfway through this motor race. Kempton is out. Gardner in the inquiry area being checked over. Yeah, Jared?
Yeah, the right front is not particularly pretty. It's folded under a little bit. But I reckon he's just going to send it as is. Yeah, the bottom arm is a banana under this thing.
Oh, here it is. Let's go to the replay, folks. Wow, this is a big moment. We might talk about this for a while. Gartner, John Lodge. Oh, there's that contact with the concrete. And that's what's damaged it there. And at the back of that, Jace Kempton just drove it straight into the concrete in the middle of the 3 and 4. Wow, so they're checking over the Gartner car. Bent front arm on the CWI's number 32. He'll rejoin the race.
Well, it's not terrible, Ryan. It's just basically taking some camber off it.
So it'll make the car a little tight. He'll go back to 2. Oh, I reckon he just got into the side of Lodge too.
I don't think they were real pleased with each other.
No, I don't think so. There might be a little bit more to play out here.
Do you book in some more fireworks, Ryan?
Yeah, we're about to get it on the racetrack for Engage Ag. Here we go, Smalley. 19 laps left to run.
Anthony Bear looking for his 6th national title in street stocks. Leads him to the green flag. Steve Gartner
turned around. What happened there?
Wow, what a moment. The yellow lights come on straight away, as you'd imagine. And Jamie Oldfield facing the wrong way in turns 3 and 4.
His brakes might have locked on. He can't reverse the car. So we think the front brakes might be locking up, and that's been a problem all through this feature race. And he might have called it a day. The 2-time national champ on the infield, and Oldfield is out. Here we go, Smalley. Let's do it again. 19 to run.
John Lodge just caught napping at the start, gave away about 4 car lengths to Steve Gartner in front of him. Matt Nelson, the Queensland and Victorian champion, looks to the inside and takes 3rd. And Steve Gartner, that slight steering damage, not bothering the driver of the CW Wines Ford Falcon. Look at this, the 2 guys from Mount Gambier in South Australia. They call it the home of champions for street stocks down there at Borderline. And Steve Gartner trying to muscle to the inside of the EB Graphics Commodore of Anthony Bear. Nelson Lodge battling over 3rd and 4th place, just ahead of the Falcon of Joel Berkeley, who's been remarkable in this A-Main. 17 to run, and the 2019 National Production Sedan Champion is inside the top 5. Look at Berkeley go to the inside of John Lodge. The 2 Falcons wheel to wheel off turn number 4 for 4th place, as Steve Gartner's lost ground with our leader, and all of a sudden Matt Nelson knocking on the door of Stevie G.
Here they go. I can't believe the speed. He's never raced a street stock. And Berkeley's up to 5. Nelson on the inside, and Matt Nelson hits position number 2. Mello's on the charge. Gardner back to 3. John Lodge Jr. is 4th. Berkeley down on the bottom, and Berkeley might hit position 4 here, Jared.
Yeah, Berkeley looking good. Gardner tries to find back around the outside of Nelson. Berkeley running the middle lane perfectly at the moment. The number 38 for Cartwright Racing. There you see Nelson through the middle, Stevie G upstairs. These guys in 2nd and 3rd will be wanting a yellow because they're battling. Has let them fall away for the lead here, Smalley.
Yeah, Anthony Bear, not that he would know it, but he's got over 2 seconds back to Matt Nelson. As John Lodge and Joel Berkeley come together at the start-finish line. Heavy contact between the 2 of them. Berkeley climbed the wall. They come out of turn number 2. Hopefully no damage to both the Ford Falcons, both registered down in New South Wales, having a great battle for 4th and 5th, and all of a sudden, the Northern Territory champion, Justin Brumfield, from the B-Main, finds himself in the top 5, and Berkeley's all out of noise, damage to the New South Wales 38.
As well. Morrison's in the fence. Berkeley has broken the front right with that contact. What a shame for Joel Berkeley. Oh, what a shame.
Yeah, knocked the caster bar out of the 38.
Wow, and Morrison stranded up in turn 1 and 2. Here's the replay of the John Lodge Jr. and Berkeley incident on the main straight. They got 4th and 5th together.
And not the first incident for John Lodge this feature race. Has been elbows out. Smalley, there is 12 to run. What more does this race have in store for us?
Wow. Berkeley is shattered. He said, we were decent. Oh, yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. And John Lodge Jr. still sits fourth.
Just to rub salt in the wounds for Joel Berkeley. Third fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, Joel Berkeley fast. Well, he just said to me when he got the car, I was going to win that. I felt like we were going to win it, and he was the fastest car. John Lodge Jr., no case to answer for there, and he stays in position 4. So it's Anthony Bear, Nello, Gardner, Lodge, and Brumfield from the B main. 12 laps to run for Engage Ag Smalley. Here we go.
Matt Nelson, does he have something for Anthony Bear? Look at the Queensland and Victorian champion go to the inside of the S46. Gartner trying to go with him. Steve Gartner super deep into turn number 3, hustling on the top side of the racetrack in the Ford Falcon from Mount Gambier, trying to level up with Nelson, Lodge and Justin Brumfield. Man of the match so far from the B main to be up in 5th. Morris Ahern is 6th, and Dylan Campton from P20 finds himself up in 7th from Jai Irving, Nathan Barbler and Brad Warren, your top 10 at the moment. But Anthony Bear just shaking off the challenge at the moment from Matt Nelson. The length of a heat race to go, 10 to run at the High-Tech Oils Toowoomba Speedway. Anthony Bear, never won a national title in Queensland. Can he change that tonight here in Toowoomba? Gartner and Nelson absolutely going at it for second. Brumfield to the inside of John Lodge. Great battle between the Falcon of John Lodge, the Holden Commodore out of Darwin of Justin Brumfield. They're really going at it from Ahern, Campton. Jai Irving is 8th from Nathan Barbler and Brad Warren, your top 10. But Anthony Bear, just 8 laps between himself and a record 6th SSA National Street Stock title.
Yeah, Brumfield to the inside of Lodge. This time they level up. There you see Bear down the back straightaway. Kiss the concrete once again. Side by side for second and third. Nelson and Gardner throwing down in the concluding stations of the SSA Engage Ag National Street Stock title. Nelson just balks on the bottom as Irving has smoke billowing from the number 46, and he may not make the distance. Just climbs the concrete. Ryan, we are getting close to business time.
We are 6 laps left to run. Bear, Gardner, Nello, your top 3. Nello down in the bottom. Gardner up on the top. This is the battle for second and third here. Brumfield is 4th. John Lodge Jr. struggling in 5th. Nello hits 2nd. No, he doesn't. Gardner just hangs on. Brumfield from the B into 4th is incredible. John Lodge Jr. Augie Ahern, Barbler from the B. He started on the back row. Campton, Irving, Warren, Damon Lyle, Ricky Cornwell, and Nello into position 2 now. Laps counting down for Engage Ag in the National Street Stock title. And we will be 3 laps left to run this time by.
Anthony Bear, 3 laps between himself and a 6th national title. What a battle these guys have put on for second. Matt Nelson and Steve Gartner. It hasn't worried Stevie G that he's got a bent-up race car. He's absolutely throwing the Falcon around the high banks here in Toowoomba, throwing everything at the dual state champion Matt Nelson. Can Justin Brumfield still 3rd in the concluding stages? 2 laps remaining. Barbler, Morris Ahern and John Lodge, 3 wide for 5th place. But the white flag is being prepared for the EB Graphics Holden Commodore of Mount Gambier's Anthony Bear. Comes out of turn 4, 1 to run. Nelson, Gartner, Brumfield, and Nathan Barbler now finds himself in the top 5. But he went through the heat race competition undefeated. He started from the outside of the front row, and he will come out of turn number 4 and become a 6-time SSA National Street Stock champion. Anthony Bear does it. He defeats Matt Nelson, who holds off Steve Gartner. Justin Brumfield 4th from Nathan Barbler. John Lodge Jr. will be 6th. From Morris Augie Ahern, Dylan Campton from the B main to be 8th. From Bradley Warren And Jai Irving rounding out your top 10. But get up on your feet, Toowoomba. Anthony Bear wins his third straight SSA Nationals 3-stock title and he's 6th overall. Rhino, what a performance.
Absolutely sensational. The guy was perfect all weekend. The car won't start now. Over there in front of the Maxidon, it's fire now. Fuel fire out of the exhaust.
Oh, how's that for some drama at the end?
Nello's going to push him into victory lane at my car. I'll push it if I want to. Ha! Days of Thunder Spec, first and second. How good's this? This is something for the ages.
Yeah, it gives him a push start. How cool is that?
Good job. That's cool, guys. Ripper job. Nello knows.
I reckon he's pretty pumped up for you, Ryan. But he is the greatest of all time. There is absolutely no doubt about it. He stops to collect the checker for what must be the 7 millionth time in his career. And he's going to bag it up. The number 46 from Mount Gambier. Anthony Bear has been flawless this weekend, boys. And the man knows how to celebrate, I can tell you that.
Doesn't he what? He's a jet. Come on, folks, give it up for Anthony Bear. Oh, Nello's in for donuts for second.
I'm okay with that. Oh, know how to keep a cold crowd happy. Smalley, a ripping weekend for the Engage ARG SSA National Street Stock title. Barry's going to nose it in here. And bag up the 46 against the front straightaway wall. I reckon he's a good engine builder. I know what Nello's queuing up for here. I know exactly what he's queuing up for here. Watch this, Toowoomba. This is going to be epic. Nello and Barry are going to burn it down on the back straight away here. A stocky title like no other.
Oh, this is cool. Proper cool. Are you kidding me right now? Photographers are loving it.
The officials are like, what's going on, boys?
Apparently, there may be a party in the pitch later.
Might need an off-season rebuild, I'd say.
Modified. Jay Davey, if you can return your transponder to the pit box, please.
Proper cool. And here we go. This makes it all official. When the Engage ARG Australia #1 sticker goes straight on the side. Come on, folks, give it up for Anthony Bear! Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow, unbelievable. What magnificent scenes. How good's this? They're still pretty pumped about it. He certainly can't. Well, let's start with 5th position in tonight's national title. Put your hands together for Nathan Barbler. Get over here, mate. Holy smokes. You started last, mate. You finished 5th again. That's, well, nearly 2 years in a row, but 2 titles in a row. Well done.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. We had a shit weekend, but we got there in the end. I just want to thank all my sponsors, Engaged, for putting on this series. Mum and Dad, they worked their ass off. Hutchie, which did a late-minute setup for that track, so it paid off. Kent for helping out. Edge, Raztech, everyone who's came over and helped, and Ricky Gill for letting me a rack. No, cheers. This is awesome.
Well done, mate. Congratulations. You get an Engage Ag cap as well. Home in 4th place, also out of the B main. How about some noise for Justin Brumfield? Crowd's rowdy too. Legend. Holy smokes. Well, you said after the B main you wanted to talk to me, and I didn't do that to you, so you had to put on a show to come and talk to me, and you did, mate. Well done.
Thanks. I don't know, we were trying to bide our time, and I just felt from the start, like after we did all the change, after the first heat tonight, we had to change a few things, and just got to throw a big credit to Jason McIver and Tegan Peck. They gave us, there he is. There's my boy. Fly down and give me a hand. I've got no crew, and they come down as soon as Jaylen and Jay come home. So, hi guys, love you, miss you. You should have been here, but I know you support me from home. To all the crew back in Darwin, that was giving the Snapchats left, right and centre. But to all my sponsors, thank you very much. And Kangaroo Speedway, to the Ag crews, thanks for sponsoring it. Barry, I got an hell of an engine and I was coming, but yeah, run out of time. But no, congratulations to everybody else, and thanks for talking to me, Rhino.
Oh, my pleasure, mate. Well done. Absolutely phenomenal. Home in 3rd place tonight from South Australia. Make some noise for Stephen Gartner. Stevie G, holy smokes, mate. Well, you were so impressive. It could have been, but no matter what, you finished 3rd. You were awesome this weekend, mate.
Yeah, no, that incident there pretty early, but getting turned in the fence sort of wrecked any chance I had. So when I got on him, I just threw everything at him, and yeah, I just didn't quite have enough.
You were just awesome, top, the bottom. It didn't really matter. You had a lot of car speed, especially even on the starts. You were really good at on them restarts.
Yeah, no, the car's awesome. Awesome engine. Craig Karras has built me an amazing engine, and it just does everything. It's awesome, and I don't know if you could tell, I wasn't interested in finishing 3rd. There's a wall there somewhere. I think you should probably move it, or I might have moved it. I hit it that many times.
It was certainly unbelievable to watch, mate. You better thank everyone involved.
Yeah, no, I got to thank Meek, and she's done an awesome job looking after Ella all weekend and helping me. Like, I'm pretty useless. Get distracted pretty easy, and yeah, she lets me know I'm doing nothing. But nah, just thanks to Toowoomba and Engage. Like, you put on an awesome racetrack. I hope everyone enjoyed the show because it was just amazing. And all my sponsors, there's so many on there. CW Wines, Southeast Collision, Merit Logging, awesome family, just helped me out so long through my career. ATI, PMD, I'm sure there's so many people I couldn't even think. And Stuart Hill from Hill Rural Contract, and he told me if I give him a shout out, he might give me a bit of a I don't know what he's going to give me, but I'm excited.
I'm scared about that. Beautiful stuff. Well done, mate. Good job. Home in 2nd place tonight is the current Queensland and Victorian champion. Make some noise for Matt Nelson. Go you good thing. Holy smokes, mate. You're unreal. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, that was cool, running side by side with Stevie for so long, and a couple of tags here and there, but it was as close as you can get without taking each other out. But no, that was cool. And the track come up meant tonight, and credit to you guys for getting it as good as you did with what you had last week and everything. And Engage Ag for sponsoring the event. All my sponsors, Mum and Dad, the biggest supporters of me, get me around everywhere, and I couldn't be here without them. Everyone that comes helps us, different racetracks, all the sponsors on the car. I've got to remember them now. Wasteland Oil and Threadworks, Mum and Dad. Smooth suspension, the car was really good and has been ever since I've had it, or built it. Commodore Wreckers, Hayden race cars, and I don't know what to say, which is unusual.
Awesome performance, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, ladies and gentlemen. And for the 6th time in history, he wins the National Street Stock title 3 in a row. Give it up for Anthony Bear. Unbelievable, mate. You are a freak of nature.
I had track position. That's about it. Well, I think it was very, very hard to keep my nerve. Everyone was throwing their nose under me, and I just had to stick there, and I didn't know if it was the right thing. And every time I come down the back straight, I was in the lead, and I'd smack the fence. And yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm over the moon.
Absolutely, man. I don't know how you find the drive and the determination to keep doing this. You have been at the top of your game for so long. How do you find the drive just to come and keep doing this?
It's not a question I can answer on here, to be quite honest, because there's a lot of people at home that hate me. And as I say, and I get knocked for it, but this is why I do it. If you want to come and do it, come and do it. Instead of knocking me, come and beat me.
You're a legend, mate. Unbelievable performance. You're perfect on the weekend. Absolutely. You no one beat you all weekend. That is phenomenal.
Yeah, I think a lot of that was luck in heat races. The final, I think we definitely were quick enough to win, and we deserve to win, so I'm over the moon. But first thing is for Trappy, hopefully he's going all good, because without him I wouldn't have even been here. His diff's in the car, so as I said, hopefully he's all good, and thank you everyone up here that's helped out with it all.
Absolutely, mate. You better thank everyone else involved in your deal.
Well, I've got a big crew and I'm going to miss a lot of people, so my awesome wife, have a look at this sexy bit of gear. It's got a bit of glitter on it, and Mum, Dad, Sheepdog, Gordon for dealing with me. All my little girls, got Liv up there and Hallie and Escher at home, so I said, the whole crew down there, we've done this as a pretty big deal, and I said, there's a lot of boys down there that I'm going to not say their names, I don't know who they are, and they've helped me out majorly, and I couldn't think of a better podium to be running with Nello. He's the man who's going to be the one to beat very, very soon, and Stevie G, we knock around together with him and Gordon, and I'm just this is going to be a pretty wild party, this one.
That sounds pretty good. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the National Street Stock title. Let's get them all up here for some wonderful photos. We've got some champagne to spray as well. What an absolutely phenomenal weekend here at High Tech Halls Toowoomba Speedway for the Engage Ag National title. Your top 5. For one last time, can you put your hands together for the top 5 in the national title? Well, we're going to spray the champagne here in a second. And it's time, shake it up, the champagne time! Unreal. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of everyone here at High Tech Halls Toowoomba Speedway and the Made to Go group, Barry Waldron and all the staff and the volunteers, thank you so much for a wonderful season. Drive safe and good night.